I'm going to be talking about something today that may be seen as controversial. I don't understand why it is controversial. It should not be controversial, in my opinion, but I understand there are some people out there that will see it that way. Some people may also believe that my autism is the reason why I have these beliefs, because I have a heightened sense of social injustice. Again, I don't believe that's true. I believe maybe that's why I'm talking about it, but I'm a human being and I have emotions, and that should be enough. But I am struggling at the moment because online and just in general, people seem to have completely lost the ability to understand nuanced situations, and also the fact that two things can be true at the same time. And today I want to talk about the LillyTino effect. If you don't know who she is a trans creator, but unfortunately, she makes videos claiming to be representing the community, but really endangering them, and her content is more rage bait and feeding into the people who do not support the trans community's ideas of what being a trans person is and looks like. And here's where I get frustrated. The trans community in general are a small, minute percentage of the total population, despite the fact that people want you to believe that they are growing out of the ground in front of us and trying to snatch up your children and convert them. That is not true. But when that very small percentage of the population are then being represented by an even smaller percentage of those individuals, and because of the way the internet works and with virality and what gets pushed out into the TikTok and the Instagram of it all, is not necessarily the best information. It's just the information that is going to cause the most clicks and comments. That often means that the viral videos that go out into the world are not the best side of the community or particular topic or person. So unfortunately, LillyTino's videos do go viral, and she is almost cosplaying what people want you to believe trans individuals are like. And what bothers me is the people who do believe that and run with that. And here's why: all people out there, no matter whether it's race, age, gender, there are good and there are bad and there are middle. Nobody is all good and all bad, but there's always a there's always a part of those people who will not be good people, who will do bad things. And what I find fascinating is that it always seems to be the people who will scream from the rooftops, not all men, or not all religious people, or not all insert whatever topic is being discussed, who will fight tooth and nail to defend, say, we'll use the man, for example. They will fight tooth and nail when we try to have real discussions about women's safety, that it's not all men. Will then choose to share a video of one individual who is not even really supported by the people they're representing as a whole, to say that every individual is like this and this is proof. But if we reverse that, and as I said before, the trans community, very small percentage. The male population, well, that's just about half. So you don't want us to use all men when we talk about women not being safe. When we look at the statistics of male crime, male assault, male abuse, and the shocking and high and unarguable statistics You don't want us to be able to use that information because that's not fair, because it doesn't represent you as an individual. So we cannot say it, because if we say we need safety from all men, then we are discriminating men. We are villainizing men. We are trying to wage a war on men. Okay. But if we follow the same logic, you are wanting a few people, and I've met a lot of men in my life. You will have met a lot of men in your life. How many of the people spreading information have met a trans person, but they will use one random video or a couple of random individuals who are sharing harmful information and not representing the community? You will use that as evidence that all trans people are this way. Tell me how that makes sense. Because if we can't be angry at all men, because not all men endanger women, why can we be mad and stereotype all trans people? And this is something that I am really struggling to see, because of all of the hate that is ongoing at the moment and the arguments that people use. I have had conversations with people in real life who will have brought it up. They bring trans individuals up, they bring the argument up, despite the fact that they seem to say that they don't care and people should be able to live how they want, but they don't want them affecting them. The only way I see them affecting you is the amount of time you're spending talking about them, because they'll talk about trans people in toilets, but they'll have never encountered a trans person in the toilet. And if they have, they didn't notice. They will talk about women or men pretending to be the other sex to get into prisons because of one particular incident that they read in a paper one time. But they've never actually seen this happen. They've never spoke to anyone that's had this happen. They've never met anybody who's done this. I can speak to so many women and even men who know people who have been hurt, assaulted by other men. And I am not my argument here is not against men. I am just simply using this example to try to explain how stupid people sound when they are villainizing an entire group of people based on the actions or perceived actions of a few. And I just want people to understand how stupid it is. And unfortunately, there has always been people in society that this has happened to. It is really not that long ago in history that Black people were not able to go to the same places as white people. And now people look at that, most people, not all people, look at that and realise how awful that is. The same goes for gay people, but there's still homophobia in the world. But some people can't even imagine being homophobic, but will still spread the same rhetoric, not realising that this is the same thing that's been happening for centuries. And it is the people in power that use these fake scenarios and scare tactics to turn your anger to a specific small set of people, so that you're not looking up and blaming the people that are really doing all of the damage. So I just needed to get this off my chest because I have been so frustrated about this. I am trying to do a video a day about something that is important to me, whether that is autism, mental health, or just things that are happening in the world. So I hope that this has been okay. I appreciate you following. I really would like if you could subscribe, if you would like to, like, comment. Please no hate in the comments down below. And I thank you for watching. Bye.